Hello. Hey there. How are you? I hope you're okay. This video is just gonna be a simple, kind of rambly Q&A. I didn't really plan anything for this, but hopefully it goes okay and it's quite tingly. Um, I don't know how I feel about my makeup today. I think it's cool. I don't know if I think it looks good aesthetically. Um, but I'm going with it. Happy Pride, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. I know things are kind of tough right now, but as long as we have each other, I think we're going to be okay. So let me go through the questions. And that. How Hummus asked two questions. How do you mend a broken heart? Let me answer that one first. I think, I don't know, I feel like we're all still trying to figure that out. And I think the best thing you can do is just be there for yourself and love yourself as much as you can. Um, I think the things that have helped me the most when I've had a broken heart is knowing that despite not having this person that I want or whatever happened, I still have myself. And sometimes for some people that could be like really sad and not helpful, but for me, I really like myself and that brings me a lot of comfort. So I think that if you're able to love yourself enough to treat yourself with kindness, treat yourself with love, I think that's the best way that you could probably mend a broken heart. The next question was, and I really like this question, is as a clown, do you ever use clown or clown emoji as an insult? And the answer is no, I do not, because I do not think clown is an insult. Um, I think I use fool a lot as an insult, bozo sometimes, not clown ever, because I never think, whenever someone calls me a clown and they trying to be derogatory or whatever, I take that as a compliment because I love being a clown. I would never use clown as an insult, and I think all clowns are amazing. Okay. Lay SMR said, "What is your favorite Switch game?" Um. Okay. I don't know about specifically like a Switch, like a Nintendo game, if that makes sense. But I know that my favorite game that is on the Switch is Hollow Knight, and that is my favorite game overall. I think it's a really fun game, and I love Little Bug, and yeah, I think that's probably gonna end up being my favorite Switch game. What's the anime? Oh God, uh, Base or Basey said, "What's the anime poster below your yellow card one?" And it's I'm not gonna be able to do this. This one right here. Okay, I think I may be right. It's from Kamichama Korean, and that is a manga that I read when I was very young, and I really enjoyed. I don't know if I should recommend it because I'm not sure if whether or not it's like actually problematic or anything like that. But it was enjoyable when I was young, and I really enjoyed it. And this is just we had the art book for it, so this poster is from that art book, and I just put it up. I have a bunch of random stuff on my wall from when I was younger that I just never took down. And it just makes it feel really homey and nice. And I think rooms should always be maximalist. I'm very much a maximalist, and I think that you should fill your room with trinkets and little things that you love that bring you a lot of happiness. All right. Demir V has a few questions. Um, the first one here is, what kind of music do you listen to? Who's your favorite band or singer? Okay, my top three genres. This is gonna say a lot about me. My top three genres are hyperpop, punk slash rock slash post hardcore, and then R&B. Those are my top three genres, but I do listen to pretty much everything. Um, and it's just that those three are like whenever I hear something in that genre, it's just like that's really it hits. That's a banger for me. Who's my favorite band slash singer? Okay, this is also really embarrassing. It's not actually Yellow Card. I have two other posters of this band in the room that you guys cannot see, but it's actually Pierce the Veil. Uh, don't say anything about that. Do you believe in astrology? If so, what's your star sign? Oh, shoot. Okay, I think that astrology is very fun. I believe in it, yes, in a sense that like I don't think it's fake or like false or anything. I think it has a lot of merit to it. I just don't necessarily follow it myself or understand it. Is star sign the same as just what is? Okay, I'm an Aries. Does that answer the question? I hope that answers the question. And then the last question was, what first got you in the clown aesthetic? Where did your style originate from? Very interesting. Okay. So this is gonna let me see who else answered a similar or asked a similar question. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, looks like the only other one that's similar is Idol. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. It says what inspired me to do my makeup like that. Okay, so that's a similar question. So the question was, what first got you in the clown aesthetic? Where did my style originate from? Um, okay, I'll answer the first part. My first the when I first got into clowning, it was because I had a friend who was. It's not an interesting story. People always ask me this question, and it's never an interesting story. But when I first got into clowning, um, my friend was really into clowns, and I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." I love that you're passionate about something. And I at the time, I really enjoyed makeup, as I still do. And I was just like, "Okay, let me try clown makeup," since that's a topic that I've been thinking about. And I go to try the clown makeup, and it was probably the best thing that's ever happened to me because I just felt so me, so comfortable, so beautiful, and this is stupid, but it also kind of really affirmed a lot of my gender stuff, and it was just really nice. I had a really fun time putting on that clown makeup for the first time, and since then, putting on the makeup has made me feel the same way, and I think it's just very important to me. Where did my style originate from? It's kind of a hard question to answer because I don't necessarily think I have a style, at least that I've shown you guys. Um, the looks that I've done have all been pretty different, in my opinion. I don't necessarily think I have a style, but I just take inspiration from things that I see on the internet, things that I see other clown creators do on Instagram, things that I see other makeup artists do on Instagram or on YouTube and stuff like that. Things on Pinterest, of course, and I see these looks and I just think, wow, I really want to recreate that. So I do it on myself, and that's just kind of how it ends up being. In terms of looks that maybe are original, those are kind of just, and I'm sure anyone who does makeup will agree with this, is that like most looks are just kind of like hodgepodges of pieces of looks that you really enjoy, that you want to take inspiration from, and you just take those parts that you really like and you put them together in a way that feels most you. um Karina Silva says, what's your favorite food? This question is so hard because I love so much food, and I can't tell you what my favorite food is. But every time I try to answer the question, I think I go with the food that I know that I can't live without, and that's just plain rice. I love rice a lot. I eat rice with a lot of my meals. And I just think that rice is really tasty and really important staple food. Pandora Night says, what's your favorite type of clown? Birthday, white face, hobo, etc. This is a very nice question, and I actually appreciate it a lot. However, believe it or not, I'm not that well versed in the types of clown. I do really like period makeup. Did I say that right? Period? Period makeup. I think that's really cool. I really like birthday clown makeup. That's probably the main inspiration for me. Um, I don't really like scary clown makeup. Like whenever people do like the it look, I'm not really into that. Um, but I like really silly makeup, really beautiful, elegant makeup. Um, yeah. Do you have any other art project pages? Said Dread Milk. I do have like an Instagram where I post my looks, but I don't really want to share that because that's kind of personal. Um, and um, I do have some projects that I do that are also clown related, but I also don't want to share those. I kind of want to keep my YouTube separate from my other stuff just because I do want to keep some form of anonymity here. But yes, I do, and I thank you for your interest for sure. Mora Ocampo Peratini, and I'm really sorry if I said that wrong. Please correct me. It says, "Where are you from?" and that you like my accent. I was born here. I am a first gen American. Um, However, I am Filipino, full Filipino, and I probably get a bit of accent from my parents just because they grew up speaking Tagalog. I don't speak Tagalog, unfortunately, but I am learning. And I think my accent is just a mix of where the state I'm from, uh, Tagalog, and lisp that I have. And I think that just all goes forms together to form this accent that people actually enjoy for some reason. I don't know. Ooh, okay. Sad Shark says, "What ASMR creators do you like and listen to?" So, other than okay, first let me go over the people that I really take inspiration from, and that's number one, Miss Manganese, of course, Queen. Kelly Belly ASMR, Queen, of course, unparalleled. Eliza ASMR, or ASMR Eliza rather, I think is really good. Um, Up Late ASMR is killing the game right now. I recently did a collab with them. Recently, did a collab with them, and that was so amazing because I really, really admire their ASMR talent. Um, Let me see. In terms of the ones that I like listen to the most, I've been listening to a lot of Miss Manganese recently. Um, and then sometimes I just straight up listen to random uh one off ones. I do listen to GB sometimes, but not a lot. I mostly like aggressive, chaotic ASMR. But sometimes every now and then I'll just do a simple trigger like, oh hey, like if you guys know that trigger where they rub the spoons on the mic, that one is so good, and I love that one so much. And I just listened to one of I gotta remember what the name of the ASMR artist is, but they do it really well, and I just listen to that to go to sleep a lot of the time. I hope that answers your question. Sorry. Okay. Axis has a few questions here. So, okay. Favorite color and why? Okay, that's hard. No, okay. I feel like I have a few favorite colors, but if I were to straight up say my favorite color, I would say rainbow. And I know that's silly and it's not necessarily a color, but like I wear a bunch of rainbow, and I think that like that's like my favorite color. But like if I had to pick like a real color or something, it would be pink. I really like pink. And I really like salmon pink specifically because I think that's just a really pretty shade when it has a little bit of red in it. Um, what inspires you the most? Oh, that's a really sweet question. Um, I think I'm still trying to figure that out myself in terms of what really inspires me, but I think it's just other people in general really inspire me. Just watching other people do things that I want to do, or watching other people do things that they want to do makes me do want makes me want to do things that I want to do. Um, and yeah, I think if you're asking specifically about what inspires me ASMR wise, I think when people have not only creative ideas about like certain triggers, I think that's interesting, but also like creative role play ideas of going about how to present those triggers, I think, are the two things that really inspire me ASMR wise. And it's just been really tough lately because I haven't been inspired. Not saying that no one's been creative recently, it's just that I haven't found anything that I really thought was um, interesting for me personally, you know? What's your dream job? Okay. So my dream job is one. One, I don't dream of labor. Okay. Two, I think my dream job would be, excuse me, my dream job would be making music videos for people. Um, I'm a 3D artist, so I want to be able to make like music videos and visualizers for music artists, and I think that would be really great. Yeah. What kind of music do you like? I answered that question earlier. Favorite meal? That kind of the same thing, but okay, meal is a little different. I would say a bulgogi bowl, maybe with with rice, egg, and bulgogi. That is like an ideal meal, I think, for me. I love that so much. A little bit of kimchi on the side. Oh, amazing. How many tattoos do I have, and do I plan on getting more? Yes, I plan on getting more tattoos. I want to get a sternum tattoo, but I know that that would really hurt, so I'm putting it off as long as possible. I want to get one on my thigh of my late cat as a clown, because I think that would mean a lot to me. Um, so I do have this one. I think it was in the last video. This is probably my most recent. This is my most recent one. Um, and then I have a bunch of just smaller ones around um, my body. I don't remember how many exactly I have. Okay, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7, something like that. I would like to get a lot more, but it's like I have a hard time thinking of ideas and thinking of placements and things like that. Um, Favorite triggers or any triggers you don't like? Oh, that's a really hard question actually because I could not tell you what my favorite triggers are. I could tell you what triggers I really, no, I couldn't even do that. The triggers that I do are the triggers that I really enjoy, mostly. Um, in terms of the triggers I don't like a lot of metal scratching or a lot of scratching. And I like some scratching, but not like a lot of it. I think this sound is a little grating to me sometimes. Um, Sometimes whispering, if it's too low, it bothers me because I want to be able to understand what someone's saying. Um, and I don't really like. I don't know. I think those are the only two, actually, now that I think about it. Um, when did you first hear about ASMR? Okay, that's a very interesting question, and I don't know how to answer it because I don't really remember, but I think it was at least 6 years ago. Because I know that, because I recently looked at the first video I ever watched. It's, I think it's by that ASMR chick, and it's a video where they're using oh, what's it called? A pencil case or pencil case, plastic pencil case, and they're tapping on it and stuff, and like going through it and rummaging it, and that was like a really uh, tingly video for me when I was young. Um, and since then, I've loved ASMR, and I always wanted to do it, and I just never got around to doing it until recently. So I'm really glad that I'm in it and in the community now. And I'm really happy with the way that the trends have been going ASMR wise because I think it's just been getting so creative and so interesting. Not to say that like old school ASMR isn't like still tingly, it definitely is. I just think that the way that people are really innovating the ways that we can tingle is really cool. And it really inspires me a lot of the time. Alex R says, how long do you normally take to do your makeup? People always ask me this, and they always think it takes really long. At most, it takes me 30 minutes. On average, 15 minutes. I never spend that long on makeup. I do things relatively fast, and um, yeah, I never really. I feel like I would not be able to spend an hour on makeup. I feel like I would get bored. um, that's not true. I did spend an. No, that wasn't an hour. um, yeah, I think I just gotta do it relatively fast. It never takes that long. Gabby SM2 has a few questions too. And favorite music, genre, artist. I kind of answered that question already. Best book you've read recently. Do I have it here? By the way, I just realized. Do you guys like my new hair? Isn't it so lovely? It's very clown. Not only, yeah, it's very clown. And I like it a lot. And I have never dyed it this crazy of a color. So I was so happy when I got it done. It feels very me. And it's so cute. And I'm really happy with it. But the best book I've read recently, I don't know if I have it near me right now. I do. I haven't finished this book yet, and I don't even think I'm halfway. But, and I don't read a lot because I have a hard time staying focused. Um, as I said, people can relate to, but there's this book right here. It's called Eating the Sun, Small Musings on a Vast Universe by Ella Francis Sanders. And it's kind of like, the best way I can describe this book is like someone info dumping on you. It just feels like a love letter to knowledge about information about the sun. And it really feels like a conversational book that someone's like talking to you and telling you these interesting details about the sun, about scientific things, and relating them back to like spiritual things. And it just feels like a really nice, I don't know, reading it has been really nice for me because it really feels like I have a friend with me that's talking to me about these things that they really enjoy, and that's like really nice. So I do really like this book. I haven't finished it, so I don't know if I can 100% recommend it, but so far I really like it. So there's that book. Next question. Excuse me. Favorite, least favorite triggers. I answered that. How do you come up with new triggers? I kind of answered that, but like, yeah, I just kind of like watch videos, and if something interesting pops up and I think of something, it's kind of how it goes. But like, I don't spend my time sitting around trying to think of new triggers. I wait until something happens and I get inspired. And then they have a bonus clown question, and it says, if you had to trademark your clown makeup on an egg like the professionals, what would the look be? And I actually do have an answer to this because I do have a trademark clown look that I do, and I put actually white foundation on in the shape of a heart. I'll show you a picture in a bit, but I'll describe it first. Put white foundation in the shape of a heart. I have one blue eyeshadow, pink eyeshadow, really red cheeks, red nose, and red lipstick with little dots on the side. So I'll show you this picture right now. This is my go-to and my default clown makeup, and I would say this is my signature look. Oh, you can kind of see that. You can't really see it. Oh, there you go. There, you can see that better. And that's kind of my clown look, my signature clown look. And I think that's definitely what I would put on the egg. And I really do want an egg. I'm thinking of just getting a plastic egg and painting one myself and keeping that in my room. Because I think that would be really funny to do. Okay, let me see if there's any other questions. And I think that was it. So thank you so much, guys, for asking me those questions. And I hope you guys feel a little closer to me, or at the very, very least, I hope you found it a little tingly and nice, and I hope you found it comforting. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'll try to get a new video out soon. I just really want to wait until I get inspired. I really don't want to force things with ASMR. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great day, and I love you all so much, okay? Bye-bye now.